everyone, Antoinette here. Welcome to my channel, Decorating Aunt's Place. Today I'm hosting, along with Indy Annie Jones, the MacKenzie-Childs inspired Spring DIY Challenge, where we have asked creators to do just that, make a DIY that's MacKenzie-Childs inspired and for spring. Annie and I both have a love of MacKenzie-Childs, and I think we kind of joke a lot that we do a lot of inspired because the real deal is a little pricey, and it's also fun to kind of get inspired and make your version of what you really like. So I'm going to show you some MacKenzie-Childs spring collection pictures to show you where I got my inspiration from. Whew, they're just beautiful. And they used a lot of Courtly check I found this year. So I will be using that in my DIYs, I think except one. So I will be presenting more than one DIY to you. I believe Annie is presenting more than one DIY as well. So I hope that you will watch our videos in full to show you everything that we have created for you, as well as all the creators who have participated in this playlist. Now, links have not been working well lately on YouTube. I think there might be some sort of issue, if I'm not mistaken. I will put the playlist link in my description box. If you are unable to get into it, we did ask that creators put in a hashtag. So if you look for that hashtag in my description box and you look up that hashtag, you will find the videos that are under that hashtag, and you should be able to see everyone that participated in this challenge. I hope that wasn't too confusing. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you some pictures that have inspired me from my DIYs, and I'm going to get to my first DIY for you. I hope you enjoy it. DIY number one, I'm using these pink and green plastic eggs that I purchased at Dollarama, and I'm alternating the two colors to give it some visual interest. I'm using this black and white Harlequin ribbon that I used on my MacKenzie-Childs Christmas tree this past Christmas. I'm going to just glue this down so that the ribbon is covering where the two different colors meet. I'm pulling the ribbon nice and taut so that it's looking crisp and clean. And so there we go. It looks really nice. Going to do the exact same thing to the other egg. Pulling nice and tight. And that's wired ribbon, so nice and easy to work with. We're going to glue that down. And then to make these a little prettier, I'm going to add some bows. I'm going to use those pink and green ribbons to finish off the bows that I'm making with the same Harlequin ribbon. Taking my floral wire to wrap around the middle. And we make sure to wrap that really nice and tight. Then cutting off the excess wire. And then with the edges there, I'm just going to dovetail them so that it gives them a nice finish. I'm going to wrap the middle of the bow with some pink ribbon. I didn't cut enough pink ribbon the first time, so I cut a little bit more the second time, and it was the perfect amount. And I'm just wrapping it around the middle and going to glue the back. And then once that is glued, I'm going to secure the bow right onto the ribbon on our egg. So we'll do the same thing with the second egg. I did not cut enough ribbon for my second bow. I should really have measured it against the first bow, but forgot to do that. But I seem to have gotten the right amount the second time. And for some reason, I struggled making this second bow. Kind of strange. It's the exact same type of bow, but I struggled a little bit there. I did eventually get it. And there we go. It's coming along. And so we will also wrap that with some floral wire, nice and tight. And then once we have that secured, we cut off again our excess wire. And then again, just trim the bottoms there so that it gives it a nice finish. I'm going to use green ribbon this time because the eggs are alternating green and pink. I thought it would be cute to also have the bows alternating green and pink. So I will glue that right onto there. And this is DIY number 1. With DIY number 2, I'm using the ever popular Courtly check. I'm taking this little butterfly I have so many of these butterflies. I am tracing it onto the paper so that I can cut it out. And I really think that fabric would have been even better than paper for this project. I don't have fabric in this pattern other than a runner I have. And of course, I'm not going to ruin my runner. So I sort of use this paper and manipulate it and use it so that I can try to make it a little sort of dimensional looking. Now, in the corner, I note that I did not have the Courtly check pattern showing, so I just used that first one as a demo, and I cut out 2 other proper butterflies. I'm using my chenille stems there in green and pink. I had to buy 2 different packages to get both colors that I needed. And as you can see, I need to kind of maneuver this paper around and crinkle it up. And finally, I get my stem wrapped around it and trimmed. So that's our first butterfly. With the second butterfly, just like the second bow in the first DIY, I struggled. I don't know what happened, but here I am struggling. Eventually, I do get it, and we wrap it up, and it ends up looking just fine. So we have this pink and green butterflies that I'm going to glue onto these candlesticks that I had DIY'd last year. You will have seen them in other videos that I did, and I'm just going to glue them right on, and they look quite perfect. So that's DIY number 2. In DIY number 3, I am using this vase that I purchased at HomeSense last year with some styrofoam inside. You can see that I've already gone ahead and cut my leaping bunnies, and I'm using this Mod Podge to secure them to each other. MacKenzie-Childs has done these wonderful pots, sort of like potted leaping bunnies on a dowel that I just fell in love with, and I needed to make those because I just thought it was so great. Now, my bunny is not 3D, as you can see, it's flat, so when I display it, you will not be seeing the back of it. I will ensure that. And so I'm gluing it down with our Mod Podge. I'm using Mod Podge to give it a nice coat on top so that it's nice and finished. Love my Mod Podge, I have to say. It's a great product. Now I'm going to, while that's drying, I'm going to put my dowel inside my styrofoam there, and then put in my moss. Take my paper towel because the moss is quite messy, and I'm going to put that in. If this were a permanent DIY, I would actually glue the moss in, but this is not permanent. I will be using this over and over. So we've got that in there. Now I had to do this off camera, but I did glue this all together. I glued the dowel to the bunny. Very quick and simple and easy. Unfinished at the back. That's okay. We won't see the back. I made a little pink bow and glued that onto my bunny. And then he's going to go right inside the pot there. These are my DIYs all done. I don't have them displayed the way I will for Easter, but I do hope that you'll join me in not next video, but the one after that, where I show you how I will display these and decorate with them for Easter. This truly was so much fun to do. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please let me know. Thank you again, Annie. Thank you to all the participants. I can't wait to see what everyone creates, and see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.